I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Marshawn. Is that his name, Marshawn?
Yes.
Is that his first name?
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch. Well, let me say this about that. I love me some Marshawn Lynch. I know this guy, but God knows how much money he makes, and he's cute, and he comes out there and he's like, and just does that whole thing of it, that he's just here because he doesn't want to get fined. It reminded me of the days back in the old studio days when the stars had to do cheesecake shots and all this stuff, and he's like, I mean, it's part of his job, but he's just sticking his finger in the eye of the NFL. And God knows there's not an organization right now on the planet, well, maybe there are some, but the NFL deserves it right now. I mean, between everything else that's going on with them, for him to just kind of thumb his nose at them and do that. I don't know. I don't follow football. He plays for the
Seattle Seahawks.
Is he going to be in the Super Bowl?
Yes.
And he's a Seahawk?
Yes.
Oh, well now I know who I'm going to root for, because I don't know any of the other people on the Seahawks. Now I know that Brady?
Tom Brady?
Tom Brady. He's the quarterback for the Patriots?
Yes.
He's the one with the deflated
footballs.
His ball. Okay.
His footballs.
How can a subject have been at the top? Well, number one, why has this topic been the top of the news for a week? And it's something that you just can't even use the expression deflated balls without treading lightly, because it's just wrong. It's just wrong. But I did see him at his press conference where he was kind of denying. They asked him if he had cheated, maybe not in quite those words, but and he kind of like laughed. He was like, "Did you cheat?" And he's like, "Eh." Like that's like a 5-year-old kid who is kind of guilty. I'm not saying he is guilty. I think he might be kind of guilty, because then after he laughed and there was that awkwardness, then he said, "Well, I don't think that I did," and I'm like, "Oh." Now I don't know anything about football or footballs, but I will take Troy Aikman's word for it, although there's a lot of stuff that Troy Aikman says I don't take his word for it. We're not even going to go there. We're just not even going to go there. But he said, I understand, that Tom Brady,
yes,
had to know the ball was deflated when he touched it. So I'll take Troy Aikman's word for that. So here's what I'm thinking. I don't know who deflated the balls, or if they were deflated, or if somebody did deflate them, or if they did it on Tom Brady's instructions, or whatever that other guy, the coach is, if they talk about being such a cheat. I can't remember his name.
Bill Belichick?
Belichick. I knew it wasn't Sandusky. That's another. I don't know much about football. If it's football and it reaches my radar, it's not good. But bless his heart, I think what happened is maybe Brady, like, he was like touching the balls and he was like going, "These balls are deflated. I'm not going to tell anybody." And then they got caught. So he's not really necessarily, he's like, "I didn't deflate the balls. I didn't ask anybody to deflate the balls."
But I'm okay.
But I kind of knew that the balls were deflated, and I kind of didn't say anything. So I don't know whether that makes him a cheat or not. I don't even think I really care. I don't know that. I don't think the majority of American people who follow football, and I'm not one of them, I don't think they care either. I think the whole thing has just been kind of like, it's the NFL, the balls are deflated, players are hitting concussions, and domestic abuse and, you know, with everything else that the NFL has, we're worrying about deflated balls. I really don't know. But what I did love more than any of that was I saw a little bit of Belichick's press conference. Was it yesterday or the day before? And this reporter got up, and here's not Belichick, but
Roger Goodell.
Roger Goodell, who makes like $40-something million a year.
Stupid money.
It's stupid money. And this reporter gets up and asks the question. I was sitting there. We were here, right here in this room, and Carl and I were watching it. And he got up and he says to Goodell, anybody else in the country who's had a year like you've had would either be forced to resign or fired. Do you see either of those things happening in your future? And I turned to Carl and I said, I love this country. I said, only in this country could some reporter, and I don't know how much reporters make, but I mean, and he's obviously a very successful reporter, so he probably makes high on the end, but it ain't anywhere near $40-something million. Where else but in America can you have some guy at that level poke his finger in the eye of a $40+ million a year executive and say, slick anybody else would be gone, what's up with all of that? So, to me, I don't really care who wins the Super Bowl. I will watch because Katy Perry's doing the halftime show, and I'm not a big Katy Perry fan, but she's awfully pretty and she's awfully sweet, so I'll watch her because I'll do that. And I might watch the last 2 minutes to see, because Cowboys aren't in it, so I don't really care. And I'm not a big Cowboys fan, except when they're in the Super Bowl. But my best memory of it is not about the deflated balls or anything. It was that reporter just looking at Waddell and going,